on. Waiting for the interwebs to fire up here. Looks like we're live on Twitter. Welcome to Gamcast for Wednesday evening. Getting to the microphone a little late today. Legal stuff. Anyway, today I want to talk about Joyless Reid's claim that Trump and Vance are trying to, quote, nationalize their long-term goal of putting a stop to anti-white racism, and explain to you what's going on here. Anyway, let's hear from Joyless Reid, and I'll take it from there.
Like Vance and Trump advisor Stephen Miller, who is tangentially connected to Project 2025.
By the way, if you're listening later on YouTube or Rumble, I'll put a link into the Project 2025 debunk. Project 2025 is not Trump. Trump has Agenda 47 and the GOP platform, but anyway.
Have made it a point to block these disbursements. In Project 2025, folks like Miller, Vance, and Trump want to nationalize their long-term goal of putting a stop to what they call anti-white racism, which is just another way of saying we're sick of America being held accountable for...
Sick of America being held accountable. Anti-white racism. We got to put that in quotes because anti-white racism isn't a thing. Okay, here's what's going on here. If you look down here at the Chiron, the plot to undermine black farmers, here's what happened. Biden administration had a pot of money. Now, it's absolutely unconstitutional. It's also a violation of the Civil Rights Act of 1964 to discriminate based on race. It's also, you can't discriminate based on gender, national origin, religion, some other things. Doesn't matter. For this point, we're talking about race. Where does this come from? Why is this the case? Well, you don't have to go too far back. The 14th Amendment was one of the Civil War amendments that came about after the Civil War. Republican Party had the 13th, eliminated slavery. The 14th, they got rid of the problems. They knew the South would go, oh, you're not slaves no more, but that didn't mean you're citizens. So the 14th Amendment takes care of that. And then the 15th Amendment gave black men the right to vote. Here you are in the 14th Amendment. You shall see this talks about all persons being naturalized, but it gets down here to the bottom. It says states can't deprive you of life, liberty, or property without due process, right? So that gave the slaves and everyone else that, and then nor deny any person within its jurisdiction equal protection of the laws. So after the Civil War, this idea that everyone gets equal protection of the laws is ingrained in the United States Code. It really isn't, though, until the Civil Rights Act of 1964 that black citizens are given the type of protection that they deserve from the 14th Amendment and the Constitution generally. And you shall see here, and this is from Biden's own Department of Justice, by the way, folks. No person in the United States shall, on the ground of race, color, or national origin, be excluded from participation in, be denied benefits of, or be subjected to discrimination in any program or activity receiving federal financial assistance. So go back to the Chiron. Why does Trump and Vance want to get rid of some of this aid to black farmers? Well, because it's being offered to people who are black. If you're white, you needn't apply. Asian, don't bother. Hispanic, no, you can't. Now, that's not, folks, that's not anti-white racism in quotes. That's just racism. It's absolutely unconstitutional. The program's already been blocked by a federal judge. I don't know where it is in the appeal chain. It doesn't matter. It will be affirmed. And if it has to, the Supreme Court will affirm it or reverse it as the case may be, depending on what the Court of Appeals does. This Biden program of giving people special treatment based on race, and he's been doing it everywhere, not just black farmers. He's appointing appellate judges, also unconstitutional. This is just nonsense. And what Project 2025, which again is not Trump, they're saying is we want to eliminate it and go back to what Martin Luther King says, judge people by the content of their character and the color of their skin. It's just that simple. Anyway, she's joyless. She can't help it, but we can. So if you enjoyed this content, I hope you subscribe. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you do, you'll get me notice of the next one. And if you're listening to us on Rumble or on YouTube, please like, or in the case of the Rumbles, and I hope to see you on the next one.